Hey guys, this is Christ169 coming to you live with another power, with another live stream powered by Spectrum Internet. This video is going to be about gaming in crisis, ninth gen in trouble, how we got here, why, what got here, why, what caused, and how we got here, why we got here, what you know, can be done to save gaming, part 4. This is Gaming Crisis one here. This is I did this series when I came back from my little vacation I had. I started the Gaming in Crisis. This is part 4. This is going back to when I did the gaming. Fortune is dying. Is fortune time. This kind of speeding up a little bit here. Gaming in Crisis. Ninth gen is in trouble. How we got here. Why. What can be done to save gaming. Or how about save it? Um, save it. Part 4. Um, uh, and really, it's based upon the realization that people like Dreamcast guy, um, Angry Joe, many other people have talked about this. Killer Comedy Unleashed, now called Killer Kitty Unleashed. I've been talking about this for years. And Rich Vita USA, who's going through some personal issues. Hey, Rich, Godspeed, buddy, to you. Rich from VTech USA going through some issues. So keep him in your guys, keep him in your prayers. Keep him in your thoughts. His family going through some stuff, and he has to take care of some stuff, as well as as well as um, as Jay's 2 cents. Jay from J2 cents going through stuff too as well. Keep him in your prayer, guys. Things turn out for the best. Things happen for a reason, but turn out for the best. I pray they will. So, why do I say that ninth generation is in trouble? Well, you have to go back. Like I said, you have to go back. Like I said back in the video a couple days ago. You have to go back to 2015. You have to go back even farther than that. You have to go back to the 360 PS3 era and really understand how we got here. And we got here because of of mismanagement companies. Um, Companies really mismanaged. THQ closed down. A lot of companies closed down, and I know leadership Activision was falling apart in this time. They're still firing all cylinders, but people are having issues. The cracks, like I said, the cracks were showing way before 2015. And now, fast forward 2024, you kind of see, yeah, it kind of makes sense now. But if you go back 10 years, 2014, and see the abysmal launch of the Xbox One and the good launch of the PS4, both consoles were both gimped. It was just the Xbox was gimped a lot more than the PlayStation was. PlayStation only had games at 900p, 30 frames for a lot of them. Some were 1080p, but a lot of games were at 900p because the power of the system was not great. Now, when the Pro came out, 1080p 2K checkerboard rendering was something that could be done. Now, when 1X came out, the one I have behind me, you can see part of it behind me there. That can do 1080p 60 or 4K 30 or 2K decently. But now gaming now is becoming, it's not about the hardware anymore. Well, it's not really about the software either. What is it now? It's brand loyalty. Who has the biggest pair of balls? I guess you want to say it. Be crude about it. Who has the biggest pair of balls? Who has the biggest lung? Who can piss the longest? And that's really what it is. It's those pissing contests. And how I say that is because of truthfulness. I mean, you can sit there all you want and say, well, no, Christ, you still understand. Mark, by the way, I'm going to call myself Mark from now on. Mark, you don't understand. It's not that way. It is. Think about it. When's the last time have you heard about console numbers on any one of them? in a while. Maybe PlayStation talked about it a little bit, but people are more enamored about what game is going to PC than they are worrying about, hey, this console I bought, this Xbox I bought, X Series, it's not really living up to hype anymore. It's being gimped by the S. And why did I buy this thing for? I should have gone to Best Buy or Microsoft if you have one. God bless you if you do. And bought a gaming rig there. And a lot of people are buying gaming rigs now. I mean, I made this told story back then. I'm gonna tell it again too, though. That I went to Best Buy. And people are buying gaming rigs by the buttloads. One guy was buying two of them for each one of his sons because they wanted gaming rigs. They wanted to get out of console gaming. It's like maybe $1,000 plus what it was for each one of them. So he was spending was $2,000 for a game rig. You had to pre-builds or people play pre-builds or are garbage. Maybe they are. But if you're gonna play games on them and you're not really worried about upgrading the thing, I call the pre-built kind of a throwaway console. They're kind of a throwaway. Now, granted, no Toasty Bros said you can upgrade some of these pre-built pretty well. The graphics card you can upgrade. Power supply you probably can't. So if you have a decent one like a 650 or 700 watt power supply, you probably can get a 3070 in there, maybe whatever you have, 4070. You might get them a 4080 maybe in there or whatever. But you're gonna be stuck with what you got. People are buying 60 Ti's back then. This is about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. A guy almost bought a 1660 Ti. He wanted to play Halo and Game Pass. Now he want to go buy an Xbox. No one's going to be outdated within a couple years. I was there just because I bought controllers or whatever. I bought stuff. Hell, and I was trying to sell the guy on 1660 Ti because the gaming rigs are good and people are buying even 60 Ti's. They're going out. Just about a year ago, when this guy was going to buy one. Well, he actually bought a pre-built. Come to find out, the guy came in. I saw him again. Because I go to Best Buy a lot because Best Buy or Electronic Express here in Clarksville, Tennessee. So we don't have a lot of options like a Micro Center does. We don't have a Micro Center here. So if you have one in Nashville, it'd be sweet. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, though, and I came back and he bought like a 4070 up what thing like GLT, what it was, and it was a good one. And he bought one and he loves it. That's cool, and now Best Buy is trying to get more into PC gaming. That's why they're trying to get more. So you see the ninth generation kind of going away because look at Best Buy. They're not selling games anymore. Walmart's completely getting out of the game market with Xbox. So the only thing holding Walmart gaming is Nintendo Switch. And we all know the Switch 2 is going to have, a card reader, what are you going to call it? So we all know that. We all know what's going to happen. So that being said, though, is it possible for people to think that the ninth gen is dead? Well, is gaming dead? No. Gaming's not dead. RGB285, or what his name is, TRGB285, Dreamcast guy, Rich USA, Angry Joe. These guys say that gaming's dead. I think what they mean to say is that gaming's dead from the norm it used to be. Gaming goes to fluxes, just like anything else in life. Okay? Gaming goes to a usual flux where things change, and change again. Okay? That being said now, is it understandable to have that type of hold? It's like, well, wait a second here. I mean, you mean you're telling me I bought this Xbox X Series a year ago and it's pretty much gonna be doomed? If you haven't figured it out by now, nothing's gonna make it easier for you. Okay, that's just the way it is, folks. I know I'm really sorry to tell you this, but if you bought if you bought an Xbox X Series right now, and you did not believe in what was going on with it, there's no amount of me telling you it's gonna make it any better for you. No amount. because the Xbox X series and the S series are gimped because you can't use full power of the X series because then that eliminates the S. And Microsoft wants to keep the S going because then it's a cheaper version people buy, and they buy a damn SSD that costs about $200, up $200. So they're being gimped to buy that where they can buy an X series anyway. And people say, well, we'll mark the PS5 has a digital one, but the PS5 digital is the same power as the PS5 physical. Same power. Only difference is it doesn't have a disk drive. See, PlayStation does things like that. They'll create two consoles, like the PS4 and Pro. Pro's like what, a 4 terabyte. The regular one's like a 1.2. The newer one that came out, the slimmer one, was like what, like a almost like a 2 terabyte one. Granted, it wasn't a whole lot of power, but the Pro was a lot more powerful than the regular one. And the X was powerful, but both of them like a 6 or 8. Now gaming rigs are being like mine 20 teraflops power. Um, it's astronomical to think only 10 years ago we had consoles with only like 1 or 2 teraflops, and we thought that was pretty cool back then. So to say now that these systems are bad, I'm not saying that the Xbox PlayStation are bad. I'm not saying oh. What I'm saying is though, when you buy and hook ecosystem, when you buy a console and you hook into the ecosystem, you are expecting that console to do what? Survive for the long haul, be there for at least 10 years. We're seeing now these consoles are not lasting 10 years anymore. They're not even going to last 6 years. Right now, it came out in 2020 because of the COVID and because of all the scalpers, even the Xbox side for a while there. You didn't have consoles right now. People are buying Nintendo Switch like crazy. So bad in Walmart, they had to put one per customer. And literally, people were really buying 2 of them for their kids. Buy one, husband goes in and buy one, and the wife goes in later on and buys the second one. So the kid, even the handheld one, that's why Switches are going so well. And of course, the games are good and it's fun to play and stuff like that. And there's a lot more than that. But so Nintendo get the pass on this because their system came out in 2018, 2017, so it's a big difference. Nintendo is pretty much they're singing this island and sun. They're on their own island anyway, so they don't really have to worry about it like maybe the rest of us do, like Xbox, PlayStation does, because they don't have that problem. Apparently, they don't have a problem with playing games at all. The only problem is that their system's going to come out with a new one, and it's been 2017. It's been 7 years, and Switch Lite came out in the process. I'm giving a little backstory of how to do something right. Okay, it's how Nintendo did it right. This is how Nintendo did it right. Okay, they came out with the Switch. They put all the games on the Wii U that didn't do anything. Brought on the Switch day one. Ton of games: Mario, Street Fighter, Zelda. Okay, and they built from that. They went to the well and got Lego City Undercover, burned it over. Okay, all these games ready to go because they're all being ported over. And some hiccups along the way, wrestling games that work too well, stuff like that. Now Resident Evil had to be downloaded you get one game on the little cartridge there, you had to download. NBA games you had to download. Resident Evil games, you had to Resident Evil 7, you had to stream because it wasn't going to be able to fit on a card. It's on a little zip card there. But they had, in 7 years, it's been out since 2017, they had iterations of the Switch, the updated Switch that had a lot better life, the one I have behind me, the better updated better life, the one that's black, not the red and blue. Even red and blue one's still decent enough. Switch Lite and Switch OLED. In 7 years, they came out and revised their system and made a handheld only device, made an OLED device, and redesigned the original one to make it better with the updated version that's now being sold in stores. Nintendo is literally doing what Microsoft did with the 360s and created it where the 360 came out and I bought the core edition. I was that jackass. I bought the core edition, then bought a used 120 gigabyte hard drive that should have bought the damn Elite, but I was thinking, hell, I'll buy this and it's cool with me. And I bought it. And it was pretty cool. I bought it. It was fun. I bought the thing, went home, played Halo, and that. Great times. Um, hey, boxing, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing great, buddy. So 360 started the whole situation with the innovation of the Xboxes. They had to with Rare and Death. And they got to the S and got to the the Elite S, the one I bought a long time ago before I got an Xbox One. Then they came out with the Xbox One and re-innovated that with the original BCR brick house to the Xbox One. You probably kind of see behind me a little bit there. Now they have two versions of the Xbox X Series, S and X, and that's it. And they'll probably come out with a cylinder drum Xbox. It's going to be just a whole 100% digital system. But see, no innovation there. Microsoft and Sony haven't innovated that much. Yes, you have a Slim now, PS5 Slim, a little more powerful than the original one, a little better cooling than the original one. But the next generation consoles are not ooh and ah. Like, yes, 360 had $1 billion run ring of death issue, and they surpassed that, and they do all that crap, blah blah blah. We all know that it's been documented many times. Okay, and on top of that, but Nintendo Switch has gone through 4 iterations in 7 years. If you count the original one that came out, the red and blue one, the black one that came up with the better battery life, the handheld version, the Switch Lite, and the OLED is 4 in 7 years. The Switch is about not tied with the 360 because Switch didn't do anything other than change that up because the battery life was a little different on that original one. But this generation is bad because the consoles are not morphing in anything. Yes, you're gonna have a cylinder, pretty much garbage can looking Xbox, and you'll probably have a PS5 Pro that may be half the size of the original PS5, be faster, cooler, not cooler because you put glasses on cooler, but cooler because better airflow. But that's going to be all it's going to be. It ain't going to be like, oh my God, 360 core to the Elite, to the S, the Xbox, the S model that was even better and had the fan top and it was cooled better and it was a lot better and it had, even better storage built in. I think it's 256 built in, the one I bought. And that's something there too, that needed to be addressed. The Xbox PlayStation this generation didn't do that. Yes, they made small tweaks, but nothing ooh and ah amazing. No, just play it safe. Release a console that we know people are going to buy. This is why the Switch is has surpassed the Wii. It may get close to PS2 numbers because they innovated enough. People are like, you know what? I could buy my son the Lite. Now I'll buy my son the OLED. Now my daughter wants a Switch. Now she plays her Game Boy a lot or DS. I'll buy her the Lite, whatever example, or buy her the cheaper version Switch, whatever. And yay, everybody wins, right? So that's what you have options. That's many options with the Xbox or PlayStation. Now, PlayStation Digital is the same speed as PlayStation Physical, just doesn't have a disc drive. The Xbox, on the other hand, doesn't do that. The Xbox Series S is gimped, does not have the same power as the X, and it's just there, just holding down the X because it just what it does. So that right there kind of shows me that next generation's in trouble, folks. We didn't know they don't have a clear They're more worried about trying to sell Xbox, PlayStation are more worried about trying to sell us PlayStation Plus Essentials or Premium or Xbox Game Pass. They don't give a damn about the fact that the consoles are not selling, more so on Xbox side, then they're worrying about damn subscription services. I'm telling Salesforce, say it again. PlayStation and Xbox need to come out which is a set-top box that says Xbox, PlayStation on it. That has maybe a 3060 in there or 3070, we want to call it, graphics card, quotations, equivalent to, and just call that a day. And to maybe make that the console for 10 years or 5 years, then upgrade the next one, call it the PlayStation, you know, TI model, what do we want to call it, or the XT, or you want to call it for Xbox, what do you want to call this crap, and just come out with the Super, call it the Xbox Series Super and PlayStation XT model, the updated version of the digital boxes, and just come out with that and call it a day, and make it a 3080 or 6800 on XT, in the Xbox 3080 and PlayStation, or what do you want to call it, or start 3050, start whatever. Just that way, it's simple, and we know gaming there for sure. Physical gaming. Physical gaming is gonna die, guys. Physical gaming is dead. I don't care. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what Dreamcast guy says. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't. I don't care what Dreamcast guy says. I don't care what anybody says to me. The physical gaming is dead. Okay, it's dead and gone. Ain't coming back. People still buy games, yes, buy physical games, but it's not as popular as it once was 10 years ago or even 20 years ago, because people are no longer going to GameStop and getting ripped off anymore. Or if they are going anywhere, they're going to mom and pop places and probably getting the same amount of money or more money. Or they're buying games on mom and pop places because they get the X series, they want to play some old games on it, and they go buy old games. So it's a big reason why, big if what's really going on. And how can we change it? How can we fix it? You really can't stop it. And the last part of information here, and what can be done to save it? Nothing. We're on a course to going all digital. Okay, we're on a course going all digital, and that ain't gonna stop because I say something, or RGB285 says something, or Rich ViewTech USA says something, or Dreamcast guy, or Angry Joe, or Gaming Nexus, or Jay's 2 cents. We can talk and bring charts all we want, okay, and tell them all we want. Tell them about everything under the sun, about how great it'll be to keep physical games going. But the companies like PlayStation and Xbox are looking at Steam as being the pipeline for more money. Like I said, Steam is the Alaska of the gaming world. They have a massive amount of not oil but cash underneath this gigantic plane called PC. And Xbox has been drilling there for a while and getting money. Now, PlayStation's drilling there now. And you're going to see money coming in more for PlayStation too as well. And they're not going to do much physical games, probably a lot more. Just PlayStation mostly. Because why? If I can release my games on Steam as well in a day and day and make double, triple the money I'm making now, sell it for on PlayStation or Xbox. The Xbox learned this the easy way, day and day, where I can put it on Steam at the same time I put it on Game Pass. People have Game Pass Ultimate. I'm gonna buy it on Steam because I like Steam better, and they'll play it on Steam, play it, whatever, buy it and play it. Or if they don't have an Xbox account, they buy it on Steam. Either way, Microsoft is getting that sweet, sweet money. And I think that's where the PlayStation is now like, you know what? We can do it too. And you're going to see day and day hit. And it's going to be pretty much non-existent to have a PlayStation. Because you can go Best Buy or Gaming or Micro Center or even Electronic Express and pick up a gaming rig. Or update your graphics card to play the better games you want to play. And not have to worry about having to buy a $500 paperweight that's going to sit there and do nothing for a couple months until the latest game comes out. that PlayStation is no longer going to have a year to sit because they can't sit a year. Because think about it. When they released Spider-Man 2 a year or so ago, they lost more money on that than they actually made. Because potential sales, they did day and day with PC, they made more money. Look at Helldivers 2. Even though with the whole crap with the PlayStation Network garbage, and it's still making money. More so on PC than on PlayStation. Why? Because PC is a greater audience. PC gamers want innovation. They want new games. They'll play anything. They'll try anything, whatever. They'll like it. They return it, and they'll just refund it and move on to the next one. But a lot of them like Helldivers 2 because it's a real fun game. And with the racing games on Steam doing real well now, because of Microsoft doing them day and day, PlayStation gonna do them day and day. Sony gonna do them day and day. And it's gonna be harder and harder for anybody to go, okay, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation. Why? Because every game's coming out day and day now, and this is gonna hurt the sales. Yes, the Sony ponies and the Xbox fanboys will buy anything Xbox PlayStation on it. They will. But that right there is kind of the common denominator. It's common denominator because it's forcing Sony to think outside the box again. See, Sony was innovated with the DVD and releasing it first in Japan, and it went from VCDs to DVDs, and DVD exploded. The Blu-ray now is going too much, a digital downloading media. So to say that this innovation was not seen by Sony, it's probably seen by Sony. They didn't want to deal with it because a lot of issues they got to deal with digital distribution. But I think now with Sony embracing it now, releasing games on PC, they're gonna have more and more money. They can drill out of this hole or out of the earth of the PC market. They can get more money they ever thought they're gonna get, and then they're gonna have more sales. Yes, you can't sell to 180 countries because of the PlayStation requirement. But if a game like Ghost of Tsushima is really good, like it is, a 2-year-old game, it will sell well, and it has sold well. Like 70,000 people bought it on Steam so far and playing it on almost concurrently. And people are playing it. When Spider-Man 2 drops, I'm gonna be picking it up. That's for damn sure. That right there, folks, is something that needs to be addressed. You can sit there and hate Microsoft and Sony all you want, but they're going to go where the money's at. And the money's no longer with the consoles anymore, and they're realizing this day by day. So you're going to see an old digital machine on both, on both systems, by both sides, because they're going to keep up with PC. PC master races ain't just a term anymore. It's a way of life, and Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo know this. They know this tremendously, and they get this. And they know, i.e., we're going to make some damn money off this. In my last 2 minutes here, though, I'd like to thank all you guys from watching my video over the last couple years. It's been very interesting. This channel has been great. I think it's something that's really good that people are liking my channel and liking what I do. Now, when I say God bless you guys, I mean it. I think you guys are great. Some bots on my channel, and I'm actually deleting them as I find them. But normally it's been great. I thank all you guys. And I thank all you guys for what you have done for my channel. 100 subscribers. I want to pass 100 subscribers before the end of the year of 2023. I'll pass it way before the end of the year. And for that, I thank you. I'm going to catch you guys later. I'll make a video tonight. Maybe not. No, I won't make a video tonight. Friday, I'm going to take off Friday. I'll be back Saturday night. I'll make my weekend roundup. Unless something important happens, we have to be talked about. I'll discuss it. But normally, I'm taking tonight off. I'll see you guys Sunday, Friday, Saturday night for the weekend roundup. Peace out.